What's up, everybody? My name is Jacob. I play a little guitar. I just started a band, and I'm getting a YouTube channel going to show you guys how I'm putting together this band, kind of go run through my audio equipment, run through my instruments. That way, if you guys want to start a band, you guys can take these steps and hopefully learn from some of my mistakes. I'm also going to show you guys my studio, my home little basement studio. Super humble, nothing crazy. Got a little bit of equipment, a little bit of gear. Over the next couple months, hopefully the next couple years, I'm going to slowly start developing the space, really start finishing it out, soundproofing, get it set up for actual recording that sounds good, that sounds professional. And I want you guys to see, once again, I want you to see my mistakes, and I want you to see where you can go with it, where you can learn from it, and go from there. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Thanks for watching. To start, I just wanted to show you guys my guitars and kind of my guitar playing setup. That way you guys can kind of see what I'm rocking with. I just traded a PRS Custom 24 for this, it was a Fender build. It's a made in Mexico Strat. It's got an S1 switch, single coils. It's got the Fender locking tuners. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've only had it for a day and just had a little gig practice today with it. Seems to play really nicely. I really been enjoying it. Let me grab my other guitar. The other guitar that I got is this 1986 Ibanez Roadstar Series 2. It's got a Floyd Rose, and it's got one humbucker. What can I say? So fun little story about this guitar is I picked this up from my aunt and uncle probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and I started taking guitar lessons with it. I really didn't think it was anything special. It's always played great. It's always been, all reliable. Feels nice in the hand. As a beginner guitarist, I really didn't know what I had. With the Floyd Rose and the single pickup, I was looking at potentially getting out of that and getting something else. So I put it up on for trade on Marketplace, and I think I offered to trade this and then a multi-effects pedal. This wasn't too long ago. And when I did that, it was for another Ibanez that had two humbuckers, but it was a build. They wanted $300 for it. So I offered this $150 pedal plus this guitar, valuing it around $150. I paid my aunt and uncle $100 for this thing. Like I said, didn't think anything of it. Just out of due diligence before I traded this guy, even though he said yes. I looked it up on Reverb, and people are selling this guitar, 1986 Ibanez Roadstar Series 2, the Dark Wine edition, for anywhere from $800 to $1,200. So I don't know if that's just me, but ever since then, since I've been playing it, it's definitely sounded better, and maybe that's just the placebo, But I decided to hang on to it just for value reasons, and kind of where I get if I get a little bit of a rocky tone, I switch to this one. Like I said, it's Old Faithful, always sounds good, plugs in nice. I mean, it's been a really good guitar. I run a Helix, Line 6 Helix, the Floor Edition. I can't wait to get out and gig with it. I've been kind of dialing in my tone with the help of a buddy. There's a lot of patches online that you can get that kind of sound like different bands, but I've been having the most fun just dialing in things, playing with different amps and different cabs that they got on there and different effects pedals and just really fine tuning everything to get a good sound. I'll probably just show you my equipment, and then I'll give you guys a little rundown of kind of how I play. I like a lot of classic rock, and I like metal. I like anything from there to there. I'll play just about anything. Love blues. Joe Bonamassa is one of my big influencers. Obviously B.B. King, Stevie Ray. And I got a lot of good local influence too. I've never met a musician, a local musician anyways, that's been an asshole when you ask him a question. They're like, everybody seems to want to teach, which is awesome. It seems to be a really, really fun, exciting community. I'm just the kind of person too that I'm not self-taught. I took lessons. That's just who I am. The way I see it is, if I can have somebody bring me up to their speed and kind of skip all the hard work, why wouldn't I do that? Why am I gonna try and stumble through the rough just to take forever to get to where these awesome guitar players are? I want to be the best guitar player I can be as soon as I can. And if somebody else is willing to share that experience, I'm willing to take it. The microphone that I use, I have a dynamic SM58. Sure, the old faithful, and that does the trick. But lately, my lead singer's been using that. She prefers a dynamic mic, so I actually have this PreSonus M7 condenser, which actually does a really good job, and I've been enjoying it. I don't have a lot to compare it to, but seems to do the trick. Yeah, you gotta have phantom power for that, obviously, but like I said, it does the trick. I run I bought a simple recording bundle back in the day, so I got Studio 1.5 as my DAW that I use, and then I have two just small Studio 1.5 monitors. And then around my studio, I have two kind of a Frankenstein system, but sounds good and does the trick as far as a mix goes. From my mixer, I have a Zoom L20, LiveTrack L20. This thing it's just a beast. Ever since I've had it, I run it as my audio interface, and I can kind of record the whole band for practice, which is really awesome because I can send out samples to all the band members and kind of show them what we sound like. Or they can practice to the music. I can cut them out, that way they can practice to everybody but themselves. But, it's got, let's see, I got 6 different outputs for feedback monitors. I can't wait to use this thing live. I think it's really going to do a good job. It's got a wireless function that Bluetooths to like an iPad, so you can remotely adjust everything. So the speakers I have in the system around here, I have 2 Pioneer 3-way speakers, and then 2 Kenwood 3-way speakers that have just been doing an absolute awesome job at putting out the sound that I wanted to for a mix. Even for band practice and everything, it mixes both vocals and everything super well. I have a Boss Katana, a single 12 100 watt amp that sounds really awesome, so I can run one guitar through there. Normally I run my Helix for myself for rhythm. My buddy Corey, he runs a Helix himself. He's just a phenomenal guitarist and vocalist. He does his own thing, and is an acoustic gig every now and again, out and about. And then he's my lead guitarist for the band, and he just absolutely kicks ass. My buddy El Corzone, he's a guitarist by trade, but he had no hesitation to just grab the bass and pick that up and just fill in where we needed. And let me tell you what, he does an awesome job at playing bass. I tell you what, the bass lines and the walk downs and stuff, it just sounds like he was made for it. I'd like to eventually, if need be, move them to rhythm, but we'll see what happens. I got a gentleman by the name of Lucas on the drums. Fun little story there. My dad, he plays the drums, but he's getting a little older and he doesn't really want to spend the time and commit to gigging out, and that's kind of the goal. So I had to, as much as I think that he wanted to be in the band, I had to go find a different drummer. So I got a lead on a drummer, and younger kid. He's probably 22, 23. And I tell you what, he's been working out. He's doing a really good job at just keeping us in time. And, musically, he's able to communicate too. So that's really awesome. Last but not least is my friend Lexi, who just got a phenomenal voice. She's always been involved in, theater and singing and music. I used to play piano, a little rusty on that from what she says, but I'm hoping to get her on it at some point. I think that would be awesome to have a lead singer that's also on the keys. But she's always done karaoke, and we always go and hang out with her when she does karaoke at the local bars and stuff. And when I proposed kind of doing the band thing, she, no hesitation, was like, hell yeah, like, let's do this. And she fills that role so well. She's got a fantastic voice. She's got a wide range, super dynamic, and the music that we want to put out, she's right there with it. So yeah, we've been having a good time with that. I write a little bit of my own music. I'm not very good at it. I'm still in the beginning stages of that. Corey's a way better songwriter. I'll share some stuff when he officially puts it out on Spotify. I'll share his link, because man, I tell you what, if you can check out his stuff, that would be really awesome. I think you'll like it a lot. And that's kind of what I got for you for the first video. We'll kind of dig in a little more, and I'll do a little bit more playing on the next one, and hopefully I can start introducing you to the band, and I'll do a little tour of the studio. It's nothing crazy, like I said, it's just the basement studio, but it does the trick, and we have a lot of fun in it. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate you guys. Peace. If this is something that interests you, make sure you follow along, subscribe, like, interact, tell me what you've experienced. That way I can learn from you as well. The way I see it is, as a community, the better we can do, the farther we can go. All right, thanks guys.